Hello students, today we are going to look at Act 3 Scene 2, The Tempest. This scene takes place in another part of the island where three people are present, Caliban, Stefano and Trinculo. So Stefano says, tell not me, when the bird is out, we will drink water, not a drop before. Therefore bear up and board him. Servant monster, drink to me. So Stefano and these three people are in a drinking mood. They are having drink from the wine that Stefano had saved when the ship was about to drown. So he says that let us not stop drinking till all the cracks of the wine are finished. After that we will drink water from the sea, and follow me and deal with the cask of wine, so that all of us, all the three people of us, finish the wine as soon as possible. Then he says to Caliban, servant monster, drink to my health. Now, why does he call him servant? Because as you people must be reminded that in Act 2, Scene 2, when Trinculo had hidden under the gown of Caliban, then Stefano had given him some wine, and then onwards, Caliban had considered Stefano as his master. Trinculo, servant monster, the folly of this island. They say there's but five upon this isle. We are three of them. If the other two be brained like us, the state totters. Trinculo said, servant monster, what fools are there on this island? According to the latest information, I have come to know that there are five people on this island, out of which three people we are. But if the rest two people who are living on this island are also of the same brain, they are having the same sense as we are having, then surely this island is going to destroy and the state would collapse. Stefano, drink, servant monster, when I bid thee, thy eyes are almost set in thy hand. Then Stefano says to Caliban that drink, servant monster, whenever I order you, you should drink. And it seems as if your eyes are stuck into your head at the top, and you are looking at me blankly. Trinculo, where should thy head be set else? He were a brave monster indeed if they were set in his tail. Then Trinculo, he does a small joke and he says that where do you expect his eyes to be? He would be a brave man if his eyes instead of his head would be stuck in his tail, and he would look a handsome monster. Stephen, my man monster had drowned his tongue in sack. For my part, the sea cannot drown me. I swam ere I could recover the shore, 35 leagues off, and so and on. By this light, thou shalt be lieutenant monster or my standard. Now, Stefano says, it seems as if my monster, this Caliban, has been soaked in so much wine that he cannot speak further. And as for me, the sea cannot drown me because I have swam so long a distance of the sea. At least 35 leagues of the sea I have been swimming to reach the shore. So by this light that is shining at the top in the sky, I swear that you will be my lieutenant monster, or you can become my standard bearer. Trinculo says, your lieutenant, if you list, he is no standard. Trinculo says, it's better that you make him a lieutenant, but he cannot be a standard bearer because he has drunk so much that he cannot stand on his feet. Stefano, well, we'll not run, monsieur monster. Stefano says that we will not run away from this country. A monster, I assure you. Trinculo, nor go neither, but you'll lie like dogs and yet say nothing neither. Trinculo says that no, we will not be even able to walk away either because you have drunk so much that it seems as if you'll be lying quietly like dogs. So Stefano says, moon calf, speak once in thy life if thou beest a good moon calf. So Stefano says that you are not speaking for such a long time. At least speak once in your life and tell me you are a moon calf, a good monster. Caliban says, how does thy honor let me lick thy shoe? I'll not serve him, he is not valiant. Then Caliban says that how is your honor, and I am ready to lick even your shoe because you are a brave person, but I will not serve Trinculo because he is a coward person. To this Trinculo becomes angry and he says, thou liest, most ignorant monster, I am in case to Justilla constable. Why thou debauched fish, thou was there ever man, a coward, that had drunk so much sack as I today. Will thou tell a monstrous lie, being but half a fish and half a monster? So Trinculo says that you are the most ignorant monster and you are speaking a lie. I am so much brave that I can even fight with a constable or a policeman. And how can you expect a person who is so much soaked in wine to be a brave person? He is taunting about Stefano. And you are not speaking a truth. You are speaking a lie. And how can I believe you? Because you are half a fish and half a monster. Then Caliban says, lo, how much he mocks me. Will thou let him, my lord? Then Caliban he complains to Stefano and says, see, sir, how much he is mocking at me. Will you allow him to speak so much? Trinculo, Lord, quoth he, that a monster should be such a natural. Then Trinculo says, why are you calling him Lord? Why are you calling Stefano Lord? It is absurd. It looks absurd from your mouth because you are a monster and you are a stupid creature. Caliban, lo again, bite him to death, I pray thee. Now Caliban again complains to Stefano and says, see, sir, how much he is speaking so much. I request you to give him a death sentence or to bite him to death. Stefano, Trinculo, keep a good tongue in your head. If you prove a mutiner, the next tree, the poor monster's my subject, and he shall not suffer indignity. Now, Stefano, he, you can say, reprimands or scolds Trinculo and says that if you speak the next time in such an indecent language, I will hang you on that tree, the tree which is opposite there. And this poor monster is my subject. I will not bear his insult. Caliban, I thank my noble lord. Will thou be pleased to hearken once again to the suit I made to thee? Now Caliban says, I thank you, my noble lord. Now will you be polite enough to hear whatever plan I have made and I have told you before about whatever I wanted to tell? Stefano, marry will I, kneel and repeat it, I will stand and so shall Trinculo. Stefano says, by Virgin Mary. Mary means by Virgin Mary. I am ready to listen whatever you want to say. Kneel down and tell me whatever you want to say. I and Trinculo will be there to listen to you. Now here Ariel enters and that is an invisible way. Caliban, as I told thee before, I am subject to a tyrant, a sorcerer, that by his cunning hath cheated me of the island. Caliban says, as I have told you before, that I am a subject to a tyrant person, a cruel person, who has, sorcerer means a magician, who has by his magic taken this island from me. Ariel, thou liest. Ariel in invisible way, she says that you are speaking a lie. Caliban says, thou liest, thou jesting monkey, thou, I would my valiant master would destroy thee, I do not lie. Now Caliban, he thinks that Trinculo is speaking this thing. So he says that you are speaking a lie, you are a monkey, and I would request my brave master to put you to death, to destroy you. I am not lying, I do not speak a lie, and you are a monkey who is lying. Stefano, Trinculo, if you trouble him any more in stale by this hand, I will supplant some of your teeth. Now Stefano also becomes angry and he says to Trinculo not to speak so much and says that if you interrupt him, I will with the help of my fist give you a punch and your teeth will come out of your mouth. Trinculo, why I said nothing? Trinculo says, but what did I say? I said nothing. Stefano, mum then, no more. To Caliban, proceed. Then Stefano says, okay, it's better that if you have not spoken and remain dumb in this way. Then he asks Caliban to proceed. Caliban, I say by sorcery he got this isle from me, he got it. if thy greatness will revenge it on him, for I know thou darest, but this thing dare not. Caliban says, see, I told you that by his magic power he took this island from me, and I request you to please take revenge from him on my behalf and against this injustice and provide me with justice. And I know you have that courage. You can do it for me. But this stupid man Trinculo doesn't have any courage. Stefano, that's more certain. Stefano says, yes, okay, that's certain. Caliban, thou shalt be lord of it and I'll serve thee. Then Caliban says, then you can be the master of this island and I'll be your servant. Stefano, how now shall this be compassed? Canst thou bring me to the party? Stefano says, how can this be accomplished? Can you take me to Prospero? Then Caliban says, ye, my lord, I'll yield him thee asleep where thou mayest knock a nail into his beat. Caliban says, yes, surely, my lord, I'll take you to him when he is asleep in the afternoon, and then you may drive your nail into his head. Ariel, thou liest, thou canst not. Now, Ariel speaks again in invisible manner that you are lying and you cannot do this. Caliban, what a pied ninny's this. Thus, scurvy patch, I do beseech thy greatness, give him blows and take his bottle from him. When that's gone, he shall drink naught but brine, for I'll not show him where the quick pressures are. Now, Caliban again, he thinks that he is mistaken that Trinculo has spoken this thing. So he says that what a motley clown he is. He is oddly dressed and he is a clown. Then he turns to Stefano that I please beseech you to give him the punishment and give him so much blows and take the bottle of wine from his hand. And when that bottle is gone, then we will make him drink only the salty water, but I will not show him the way where fresh water springs are there. Stefano, Trinculo, run into no further danger. Interrupt the monster one word further, and by this hand I'll turn my mercy out doors and make a stockfish of thee. Now, Stefano also reprimands Trinculo and says that do not invite danger in your path. If you speak one more word and interrupt the monster, whatever he is saying, then surely I will remove all the sympathies in my heart against you, and I will beat you so severely that you will be turned into a stockfish, a salted fish. Trinculo, why, what I did nothing. I'll go further off. Trinculo said, but I didn't do anything. What happened? Okay, I'll stand farther from you people. Stefano, didst thou not say he lied? Stefano says, but you said a while ago that he is speaking a lie. Ariel, thou liest. Ariel again says, thou liest. You are lying. Stefano, do I so? Take thou that. As you like this, give me the lie another time. Now Stefano becomes angry because he thinks that Trinculo is saying, you are speaking lie. So Stefano, he gives him a blow and says, now take this from me. And again say that I am speaking lie and you will get another blow. Trinculo, I did not give the lie. Out all your wits and hearing too. A plague over your bottle, this can sack and drinking do. A murrain on your monster and the devil take your fingers. Trinculo says, I did not contradict or I did not interfere in between. You have become confused because of this bottle of wine that you have in your hand. Because of that drinking of the wine, your senses have gone. And a curse on this monster. Murrain means curse. A curse on your monster, and may the devil take away your fingers with which you have given me the blow. Caliban, ha ha ha. Caliban is happy and laughs. Stefano, now further with your tale. To Trinculo, breathe and stand further off. Stefano says to Caliban to continue his story, and then he asks Trinculo to stand further. Caliban. Beat him enough. After a little time, I'll beat him too. Caliban says, after some time, when you hear my story, beat him so much and I'll also help you in beating him. Stefano, stand further, come proceed. Stefano again asks Trinculo to stand far away, and then he asks Caliban to continue. Why, as I told thee, 'tis a custom with him in the afternoon to sleep. There thou mayest brain him, having first seized his books, or with a log batter his skull, or paunch him with a stake, or cut his vezant with thy knife. Remember first to possess his books, for without them he is but a sot. As I am not, hath not one spirit to command, they all do hate him as rootedly as I. Burn but his books, he has brave utensils, for he so calls them, which when he has a house he'll deck withal. And that most deeply to consider is the beauty of his daughter. He himself calls her a non-perile. I never saw a woman, but only Sycorax, my dam, and she. But she as far surpasseth Sycorax as greatest does least. So Caliban says, as I told you, it is his habit of Prospero to sleep in the afternoon. So whenever he is asleep, go there and knock him out, knock into his brain and destroy it. Before that, you must take away his magic books and destroy them. Because it is without his magic books, he is nothing but a simple ordinary person. And you can even knock out his brain or rip away his belly or cut his throat with your knife. So he has given three options: knock out his brain, rip his belly, or cut his throat with a knife. Then he said that before that, you have to take the magic books, burn them away, because it is only with the help of the magic books that he is controlling the spirits, and all the spirits hate him as deep rootedly as I also hate him. He has got very fine implements also, which he thinks when he'll have a big house, he will decorate them on the walls of his house. And above all, he has a very beautiful daughter, and her beauty is matchless. I have seen only two women in my life. One is my mother, Sycorax, and the other is his daughter. But the beauty of his daughter is non-perile. It cannot be compared even to the beauty of my mother, Sycorax. She surpasses the beauty of Sycorax. Stefano. Is it so brave a lass, monster? I will kill this man, his daughter, and I will be king and queen. Save our graces, and Trinculo and thyself shall be viceroys. Does thou like the plot, Trinculo? Stefano says, is she very beautiful? Then I have a plan that after killing him, I'll make his daughter my queen and I'll be the king of this island, and you both will be my viceroys. Do you like this plan, Trinculo? Trinculo says, excellent. Stefano, give me thy hand. I am sorry I beat thee, but whilst thou livest, keep a good tongue in thy head. Now Stefano, he again patches up with Trinculo and says that give me your hand, you are a good friend, and I am sorry that I had beaten you, and till you live, please keep a good mouth, matlab speak good words from your mouth. Caliban, within this half hour will he be asleep? Will thou destroy him then? Caliban says within half an hour he'll go off to sleep. After that, will you carry out this plan? Stefano, on mine honor. Stefano says, yes, I swear by my honor. Ariel, this will I tell my master. Now Ariel thinks that now they have planned, I'll tell this plan to my master. Caliban, thou makest me merry, I am full of pleasure, let us be jocund. Will you troll the catch? You taught me but while ere. Caliban says, you have made me so glad, I feel like dancing. Let's enjoy this occasion. Will you sing the song that I taught you a short while ago? Stefano, at thy request, monster, I will do any reason. Come on, Trinculo, let us sing. Stefano says, okay, monster, as you request, I will try to sing. And even he asked Trinculo to sing the song. They were singing the song. Caliban, that's not the tune. Caliban says, but the tune that you are singing is not the real tune that I taught you. Now, Ariel at the background plays a tabor and a pipe. Stefano, what is this same? Trinculo, this is the tune of our catch, played by the picture of nobody. Trinculo says that this tune is according to the song that we are singing, but there is nobody seen over here. Stefano, if thou beest a man, show thyself in thy likeness. If thou beest a devil, take us as thou list. Stefano is afraid, a bit afraid, and says that if you are a man, show your face, and if you are a devil, then take my remark as you please. Trinculo, oh, forgive me my sins. Now, Trinculo also is afraid and he says, oh God, forgive me my sins. Stefano, he that dies pays all debt. I defy thee, mercy upon us. Stefano says that he who dies says all this thing, as you are saying that, oh God, forgive my sins. But I defy you, may God have mercy on us. You should say this thing, not this thing that forgive my sins. Caliban, art thou afraid? Caliban says, are you people afraid? Stefano, no monster, not I. Stefano tries to hide his fear and says, no, I am not afraid. Caliban, be not afeard. The isle is full of noises, sounds, and sweet airs that give delight and hurt not. Sometimes 1,000 twangling instruments will hum about mine ears, and sometimes voices that if then I had awaked after long sleep will make me sleep again, and then in the dreaming the clouds methought and would open and show riches, ready to drop upon me, that when I waked I cried to dream again. Caliban says you should not be afraid because this island is full of sweet air, sweet musical instruments. Every now and then you'll be hearing sweet musics and some sounds. Some tangling instruments would be there. There are thousands of twangling instruments which will be heard every time on this island. They will always hum into your ears. Sometimes when I sleep, these voices they wake me up after a long sleep, and then these sounds again make me sleep. And in that sleep, I dream that some money coins are falling upon me, some riches are falling upon me. And then when I wake up, I cry and I desire to sleep again to have that same dream. Stefano, this will prove a brave kingdom to me, where I shall have my music for nothing. Stefano says this will be a very good kingdom for me because I'll not have to pay money to hear sweet music. Caliban, when Prospero is destroyed. Caliban says this will be done only when Prospero is killed. Stefano, that shall be by and by. I remember the story. Stefano says that will be done. I remember it. Trinculo, the sound is going away. Let's follow it and after do our work. Trinculo says the sound is fading away. Now why not follow that sound from where it is coming and then we'll do our task. Stefano, lead monster we'll follow. I could see this taborer. He lays it on. Stefano says, okay, lead monster. We will follow. I wish I could see the player of this tabor. And he plays fast and passionately. That music is very fast and passionate and it is so sweet. Trinculo to Caliban, will come. I'll follow Stefano. Now Trinculo says to Caliban, are you following us? Because I am following Stefano. Are you coming with us? Saying this, both of them exit from the scene. So in this scene, we have seen that the Stefano, Trinculo, and Caliban are present on another part of the island, in which Caliban and Stefano have planned how to murder Prospero when he sleeps in the afternoon. Then they will snatch the magic books, burn it, and they can either knock out his brain or rip up his belly, or they can even cut his throat with a knife. And then Caliban tells him that he has a very beautiful daughter whose beauty is matchless. So Stefano plans that after killing Prospero, I will be the king and she will be the queen of this island. And Caliban and Trinculo will be the viceroys. But when they were planning this, Ariel had started playing the tabor, due to which both of them, Stefano and Trinculo, were initially afraid. But then Caliban says that this island is full of music, so you do not have to be afraid. And Stefano is glad that this will be a good kingdom where, without paying money, he can hear the music anytime. Both of them follow the player of the tabor because Ariel is going away from there. Now, here ends the scene. Hope you have understood. And if you have understood, press the like button and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.